Hello, welcome back. This is Coach Jeff Mills, your host on The Elephant in the Room. This is part two of Foxes in the Desert. This is a more, um, how should I say it, a more transparent part of this subject where I know from experience, and I know there are men, I know there are women out there that can personally testify to being exploited by a fox in the desert, a wolf in sheep's clothing, a false prophet, a false teacher, an opportunist. For the men who've been married to, dated, in a close, romantic, intimate relationship with a female fox. She was definitely a fox, or she would not have been in a relationship with her. You saw something appealing to your flesh that you now regret. There are men who have children with these foxes. And in the beginning of the relationship, she led you to believe that she was going to be there for you till death do you part. You have a child or children with this fox. And as soon as the pressures of life began to hit, you realized that she was only with you for child support. She was only with you for what you could do for her. She saw you as a means to her end, a way to achieve her goal of living the lifestyle of a rock star, where she could lay down and open up. And that was her meal ticket to get her the fancy house, the luxurious cars, the travel around the world, the jewelry, the clothes, the $1,000 bags. While you put in all the work, she thought her work was done once she got up out the bed. And now you see her for who she really is. She never was concerned about the children in the first place. She just wanted that 18-year, 17 year, 16 year, 15, 14 year, however many years she could drain you for child support. She, as Kanye West said and Jamie Foxx said in that song that just rings so loudly in my ears, she was the gold digger. Hmm. Yeah, she take my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling friend indeed. She's a gold digger way over town that digs on me. Yeah, and the Lord was the one who told you to avoid her in the beginning. But you pushed him to the side, you kicked him to the curb, and now you are suffering the consequences from a decision that you made. For my sisters out there, uh, he saw you a mile away, looked you up and down, and he calculated just how much he could get from you from the beginning. Because his mother has been training him since he was an infant, that all you needed to do was cry, and she will give you exactly what you want. All you needed to do was act like the victim, and you could get whatever you want. In fact, if you ever heard the word no, you would just cry even harder. You would wear her resistance down, because you knew sooner or later she would give in. And now you have her paying your bills. You're driving her car, or he's driving your car, ladies. And in public, around certain circles, he acts like he doesn't even know you. Fox in the desert. Brothers, you got her car out of repossession. Brothers, you paid her bills. Brothers, you took her to this place. Brothers, you was there for her when things got tight. Brothers, you was supportive because your father told you how to be responsible for you and yours. If she was your woman, you better be there for her, because what you won't do, Jody will do. And she knew you was going to be the faithful, loyal, dedicated, committed dude. That's why she had no problem asking you for this and for that. And when you gave her this and that, still wasn't enough. Foxes in the desert. When things are tight for you, where are they? When all you needed was moral support, something that shouldn't be much of a sacrifice for some, but it was they acted as if you were asking them for the entire world to be served to you on a silver platter. Foxes in the desert. They took and they took and they took until you had nothing else to give. Now, because you gave out of the kindness of your heart, brothers and sisters, God sees that. And he honors the fact that you gave the way he gave to you. As freely as you have received, freely you must give. Unconditionally. Unconditionally. See, they knew Christianity is about unconditional love. They knew agape love was about unconditional love. And to them, it simply means there was no condition that you would not give. Even though there were red flags that they showed you in the beginning, they knew you would still be pressured. They knew you would still be obligated to give, because they knew you wasn't quite sure on the boundaries of God's word, where God tells you to don't give that which is holding to the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine. They knew that you weren't quite comfortable with setting and enforcing and reinforcing biblical boundaries. So here you are with nothing else left to give. And now you're all alone. You're not giving up on love. You're just healing, open to understanding where the boundaries, where the limits of love is. And there are limits. So if you stay with Christ, he will tell you beforehand, she's a gold digger. She's a fox, but she's a fox in the desert. sisters, he will tell you he's only out to get what you have. And he's not going to accept no for an answer. So when you feel that pressure, when you feel obligated, when you feel confused, when you understand that they have just projected onto you some kind of ungodly pressure, some ungodly request for you to come through again for them, and they've never lifted a finger to come through for you. This is where you see in God's word, in the book of Titus, where the grace of God teaches us to say no. So the next fox, when you're in a desert, comes, you're able to, by the grace of God, say no. No explanation, no rationalization. No. I will not be exploited again. All right, God bless you, brothers. God bless you, my sisters. I pray that these following messages will inspire you to really dig deeper in your relationship with God, so that you will not continue to be exploited, and that you will make room for who God has in store for you. All right, God bless you. And always remember, Jesus Christ is Lord. He is Lord over all. The next video will be entitled Angels of Light. So God bless you. Stay tuned. I love you.